Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to Hamad International Airport here in Doha, Qatar. Now I've got a few hours to wait before I can catch the metro into town and start my big day. But I'm also hoping that I can find somewhere that I can store my bag for the day. I might just ask again at the information desk, because I forgot to ask it before and I've just thought about it again. So I'll ask them about that and then I'll see how I get on. Finally, what would be about 4 hours since the plane landed, we are on our way to get out of the airport. Heading back to correct. It's about $2 or something back for a full day pass on all the public transport each time. Which is, it's a heck of a walk. And the reason I'm talking about as good an idea, my thought process is going to from one, to keep my eye out. Trains. Yeah. Thank you. That's okay, I don't mind that. I'm going to turn you off now because I'm waffling about nothing. It's a great entrance to Doha. Well, let's get our first look at public transport in lush, isn't it? Can't lie, it's quite rushed. Although I do think I'm in the golf. I'm going to chill out here, got football. So yeah, let's have a seat and we'll get going in about 10 minutes. Just got out of the train station, metro station, whatever you want to call it. And apparently the sun came up 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. But yeah, a lot of smog and stuff like that around. But we are in Lusail, and Lusail, if that sounds familiar to you, it is the place that the Qatar World Cup final was held, and that is the stadium right there. And now we're going to make our way back considerably slower. But as you can see, it's all fenced off and locked down. But I'm going to get my maps out. And on the way. Yeah. Obviously, absolutely fucking no one here, and it's almost like, yeah, I'm waffling again now. There's the Lusail, I believe, but we'll see. The Lusail metro station. Stadium for the World Cup here. Accommodation would have been middle of the train line we just took. But I think soon I'm going to need to find, well, like some filling. Oh, Qatar Airways is actually quite nice. Nothing too fancy, but it's tasty. Instead of just yapping on about nothing. Here we have the main street. You see a shark hanging up down there between the tap. I know down the end of this street there's an I Love Cat. Both of those things on this exploration that we're doing here, really. But walk down it unless you want to get covered in Chuck E. Cheese. I thought it was a pasta restaurant. Really even. But look, it should just be just on the other side. I'll double check and see what cool shit the 2.5 hour walk to the next spot I want to see. I'll just make sure and see if that was Yeah, 8 hours. We'll give it to that final beach in a bit. Yeah, it'll be about 3:30. That's not with my map for a little bit because I changed it to make it less because it was saying save 2 hours. Like this in front of us. There's hours. I thought there was only 2. Do a quick snap of that. Ooh, we're not going to have the time. Especially because I stopped for coming out a bit earlier, but it also would have been fun. You see the I Love Qatar. Another weird thing down there. We might walk down this way. There's some very famous bridges. Not very famous, but these bridges. So just now I remember seeing them. I can promise you that there is not. Yeah, that'll come out of bridges now. Kind of reminds me of the Red Bull flying Qatar Islands, and obviously still in construction and whatnot. Man-made. Go down into the ocean. It is in between those 2 islands there, which leads to the Gulf of Oman, which leads to the Indian eventually. But the other thing thus far, granted again it is early, have been like council workers and security staff. What the fuck is that? Take it as it comes, none of it's there. Thought it was probably a hotel at the bottom. So it's a mall and as you birds. The invasive, they don't want minor birds here. Fair enough. I was trying to figure out what it was, or what it was, but it's a fucking mall. I think it may be a hotel, you know. And there is Shark Square. That's not so sunny, warm and hot. I think that may be the case. Caught it at 8 in the morning. Most businesses. Just a guess though. I don't know. Either warmer or colder countries. In the shape of waves. Odd to me. Have a plane taken off. Or go close. Especially not by 1:15, I should say. Oh no, just up here is the South Mountain. And that's why they've got these sort of sand. And I've sort of noticed, it seems to come alive at night. Like they've got all these lights. Afternoon to late afternoon anyway. Nightlife a little bit. Not like it. I'm sure they wouldn't actually be wonky. And your view is obscured by museum here in Qatar. Just north. So I'm slowly but surely making my way back down south. I've changed my. I'll go check that out and what looks to be. So I reckon we have a look at that too. See what that's all about. I'm still very heavy. Amphitheatre, gold mask. A tree, got some statue hugging a tree. Pinnacle of environmentally friendly. Memory. No, this is just, that's just. Yeah, fucking